So let's start, as promised, with the election-related items. So that will be 305, along with the elections administrator item. Do we have Administrator Longoria on the line?
Judge.
Thank you. And I know for folks to also work on getting the HART representatives, and let us know, please, Tiffany, when they're on the line as well.
They're on the line, Judge.
Thank you. Go ahead, Administrator. Anything you'd like to say? And I know we all have many questions. Go ahead.
I'm just going to read a short statement and then happy to take your questions. So just going to start off at the top. Today I am submitting my resignation effective July 1st. I think this date ensures that there is a presiding officer during the May and June elections and allows the Election Commission the time they need to find a replacement. I remain committed to the office and its mission and hope to aid in defeating harmful rhetoric to ensure successful elections in the future. Ultimately, the buck stops with me to address these issues and conduct elections on behalf of the voters. And I didn't meet my own standard, nor the standard set by Commissioner's Court in doing so. But through this transition, we now have a real opportunity to have the hard but necessary conversations in order to solve the problems for the future elections and further bolster the elections administration. But I also feel compelled to add context to the moments that brought us to today. Since the 2020 presidential election, bad faith actors across the country have worked to undermine the integrity of our elections and sow distrust in our civic institutions. And across the country, we saw repeated attempts to cast doubt on election results if votes were not counted within 24 hours. And that rhetoric has continued locally, with the arbitrary 24-hour rule in Texas has been weaponized and threatens the principle of accuracy over speed. And I'm greatly concerned that these attacks on our process and, again, the civic institutions maximizes short-term political gain, but sacrifices long-term trust in the bedrock of our democracy. And the checks and balances of the canvassing process are designed to shed light on any issues in the unofficial election night results. That's the entire purpose of the process. To declare failure before the process is even completed is a disservice to voters. It assumes that anything that occurs after election night doesn't matter, though the canvassing period is the most critical part of our election process. And additionally, the restrictive voting laws of Senate Bill 1 are a direct result of Harris County, the largest and most diverse in the state, broadening access to voters through innovative processes like drive-through voting, 24-hour voting, and expanding access to mail ballots. And the issues our county faced this election are actually not unique. Counties across the state face similar problems with staffing and with implementing new Senate Bill 1 requirements. However, the attacks on Harris County continue beyond the passage of Senate Bill 1 and into this election, because the lawsuits and talking points that we are seeing now were written the moment this office was formed, and today serve as a distraction to conversations about how to improve the process, invest resources, and make our elections better. Instead of working together to fix issues, these actions only further divide and eliminate opportunities for improvement. It doesn't excuse any mistakes that were made, but to ignore the culture of fear and lies that lead to political violence and an attack on our democracy is to miss a crucial variable in this problem.